Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's another fun week of Christmas crafting here at Hunky Dory. We are so excited. We are officially in our crafty Christmas era and we are absolutely loving it. We have our essential selection paper pads. Oh my goodness, what a cracker these are. With 4 must-have festive designs here. That is not all either. No. We have got a luxury foiled acetate with a Christmas twist as well, which is fantastic. We've got loads to show you, absolute core essentials that are just going to see you right through with all your Christmas crafting. My name is Rebecca Monks and I am so happy to be joining you for this show this morning. In the producer station we have Jess. Good morning. And in the demonstration station, we've got the one and only Amy.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
This is exciting, isn't it?
So excited. I am loving this.
We just love Christmas, don't we?
We do. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's just great because you get the best of both worlds. We've had summer outside, Christmas crafting inside.
I know, because last week we were doing Christmas crafting and then eating our lunch outside
having a picnic.
It was so sunny, wasn't it?
I know, it was great. It was absolutely wonderful. Okay, let's have a look. Lots and lots of people are joining us. Okay, so we are going to have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. Oh, we have got this cute little selection of our square Pocket Pads Ultimate Collection here, 64 pages in each pad with 16 designs. We've got Coastal Wishes, we've got Garden of Dreams, birds, gorgeous birds in focus. We have got our watercolour horses and we have got our peeping pals. They're just so cute. They're worth £24.95 and oh, I actually know this. Yeah, I do. It's a German tradition to hide which of the following in a Christmas tree. Is it A, a pickle, B, a pair of socks, or C, a rubber duck? I don't know, well, I do know. But I don't know. I don't know what I can say to not give any spoilers away.
Oh, I don't know what the answer is, and I asked Jess before the show, and she wouldn't tell me.
I should think
You've
not.
got to wait till Friday.
You do have to wait till Friday, Amy. I'm sure you'll pick up some of the comments though. I've
got an idea in terms of like traditional Christmas things, but who knows?
Yeah,
it might be.
You
can tell me after Bex.
Yeah, on the 6th of December as well, they have Nikolaus tag, and if you leave your shoes outside on the doorstep in Germany or Austria, they get filled with sweeties. I know.
That sounds good.
What a good tradition is that? On the 6th of December.
You'd have to find the biggest pair of shoes.
I know, yes. Big pair of winter boots as well.
Big pair of size 12 to put out.
That is what we need. Okay. That's it. That's all we've got to do. Let's have a look at these beautiful, beautiful essential paper pads. Thanks, Jeff. Mike's on. I'm sorry there. Like I say, I just thought there must be something else, but there isn't. We are going to dive straight into these essential selection Ultimate Paper Pads Collection 3. Let me get the... Aren't they beautiful?
This sort of collection of essential paper pads, I say every time, Lisa practically banned me from using these paper pads.
She kept coming to them.
Because every time I was demoing in here, I'd be like, I'm going to use those, Because they're so versatile and each collection has got 4 pads in it, which are totally different, but can still be used together. If that makes
definitely.
Sense.
They can be used with each other in the pad. They can be used across the pads. They can be used on their own for that beautiful sort of clean and simple look to your cards. You absolutely need these. As Amy said, they are the perfect background builder to your card. They are a scrap buster as well. You can be doing those herringbone, those honeycomb backgrounds. You can be die cutting from these. They are absolutely, they're essential. They're called the Essential Selection for an absolute reason, because they are essential. I don't know about you, Amy, but I remember this when I was on like Kit and we were having meetings about these, and quite a lot of these are our sort of creative team input.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I think that's just lovely, because they're going to work with so many of the other things that you've already got, and maybe things that are upcoming, and whether you want to stamp onto them, because you can do that, use your inks on them. They're just, as I say, I just go to them all the time.
Absolutely, and you will be going to these every time. Can we talk about the price as well? I mean, £18 for all 4 of these essential paper pads. It's absolutely great. You get 48 A5 sheets in here. They are single-sided, so you don't have to pick a side. Let's have a little flick through. So first of all, we've got Christmas craft. And again, I remember absolutely, oh my goodness, I campaigned so hard for this one, Amy. I was like, I need Christmas colours, but like stripes, chevrons, spots. I was like, I just need something that won't distract from like toppers, it won't distract from dyes.
Yeah, but likewise can still be, has enough detail in there that it can be used on its own. I mean, this is a sort of like Christmas wrapping paper I would go for as well. I think craft card, it's Christmas, isn't it?
So
it looks so lovely with these sort of reds and greens as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got all those reds and greens on a really nice matte finish craft sort of paper background. Florence Moore says, hey everyone, looks like I might be spending money again. I mean, you can't not on these. We've got the red reindeer print on here. We've got the green background with the white polka dots here. The chevrons on the craft. They're just absolutely delightful, and they mix and match so well because you've got that really concise colour palette with these. They are just phenomenal. As Amy said, they just remind you of like wrapping paper prints. So gorgeous. Brown paper packages tied up with string. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful designs in here. You've got the green chevrons, we've got the snowflakes, and then we've got the little Christmas trees. That one might be my favourite pattern in the whole pad. And then we've got some kind of like candy cane-esque stripes in there. They are, Chloe's just said what GSM they are. They are 120. GSM uncoated papers. Again, look at all the designs that you're getting in there. Absolutely stunning. We've got cards to show you as well, but we're going to move swiftly on to our next one. This is kind of the same vibe, but with a bit more artwork in it.
Yeah, and I think this one, these could be your card front, couldn't they?
Yes.
Because they've got so much detail within them. There's fussy cutting elements if that's your thing.
Yeah.
But I think some of these, you could just add a sentiment, maybe a die cut sentiment.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be your card.
Yeah.
Ready done.
100%. You're so right, Amy. These really, as you say, they need no further kind of extra things. You've got this patchwork design in here again that you could be fussy cutting or chopping up and spreading around the card. We've got gorgeous little festive wood grains, all with that kind of tea stain. We've got that lace, that real kind of scrapbook junk journal effect, haven't you, with this one?
And you could add, if you want to sort of make it even more vintage, just add your inks around the edges as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, that one, you could cut them into the squares, couldn't you? And then sort of round the edges and layer them and do your sort of a patchwork effect.
Absolutely. Have them coming off the card, maybe.
Oh, so nice.
So nice, aren't they? You've got this strips and scraps one on here.
That's brilliant as well for the herringbone technique that you talked about earlier, because you've got your strips, just cut them, and then you've got so many different patterns within that one sheet as well.
Absolutely. But like you say, all the colours and the artwork are just so concise that it's not going to look too random. That, again, another beautiful one for those strips and stripes backgrounds. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, beautiful designs on here. You've got the poinsettia that is just crying out to be fussy cut there. Absolutely beautiful. We've got some of our larger patches on here. And then again, another beautiful poinsettia design. They are just absolutely stunning. And again, because they've got those like reds, greens, browns, they are going to match as well really nicely with that Christmas craft one, which is a bit more fun and cheeky, but because it's got the same colourways, I think they match so well together. And again, you've got another one of those that would be perfect, as Amy said, for that kind of herringbone background. Jackie Bradley says, love these pads. I know, me too. We're going to go straight to the next one. We have got all the individual prices up, by the way. They're $7.99 each. If you want extras or if you just want one or two. But obviously the best and most incredible value is with that Ultimate Collection, because you're going to save $13.96 on there. Absolutely incredible. This is our Frosted Flakes pad. So we've got lots of different colours in here. We've got blacks, we've got blues, we've got turquoises. Absolutely stunning. We've got like a sort of cobalt in there. Again, you could sort of fussy cut some of these designs if you want to. Again, just quick and easy backgrounds. We've got a more sort of fair isle pattern in there. Absolutely beautiful. So you basically, with the Ultimate Collection, you're getting the best part of two for free.
I was just working that out, I know. So you're getting two and practically getting the other two
for free.
Yeah.
So you get, it's basically like almost 50% off.
Yeah.
I mean, do you need any more convincing? They're beautiful. They're really reasonable. They're an incredible price and you can reach for them every single time. Just get them into your basket. Chloe says, I have a weakness for snowflake papers. This duo pad is lush. Absolutely gorgeous. How pretty is that little... That turquoise sketchy one is so cute.
I love the colours in that one. And anyone who's got the blockbuster, you know, the snowman topper, you've got those colours within that. So if you do, if you've got the blockbuster and really want to extend how many cards you can make with it, adding these papers in, it's just going to allow you that flexibility to make even more cards.
Oh, absolutely. And again, they're so great to pop into your middle frames. This one, great for fussy cutting as well. You can obviously pop some gems on the ends of those little speckles there to make them really shiny. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. And then our last one, oh, this is going to be a cracker. Again, I can't tell you how many times you're going to reach this. Your winter whites, $7.99 on its own, 48A5 uncoated papers. You just get amazing, incredible white designs, all different but really concise. Again, you can be using them together and separately. We've got our sort of snow texture one there. We've got our gold and silver stars on the marble. So quite a lot of these whites, I think, carry you through into the sort of everyday crafting once you've done all your festive makes.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that one you could.
This one,
like little, is it little
like
stars?
Little stars, little
so
five-pointed stars.
So it could be like an anniversary, a congratulations card, couldn't it, with those stars on?
Absolutely. And then you think, you know, that check as well, that's going to see you through into every day.
I mean, that one you could do like die-cut flowers on it, and it could be a spring or summer card, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so versatile.
So versatile.
This is my favourite one.
Oh, this is beautiful. It's kind of like crushed sequin bokeh effect there. Absolutely beautiful. You've got the knit, and again, I can't even tell you on the screen how much texture there is in that paper. It is incredible. What else have we got going on here? We've got so much. We've got the kind of cracked ice in there. Do apologise then for going a little bit off. We've got our little sort of, again, these again, almost sort of like florally snowflakes. So they would definitely work for both. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got our kind of spots on there, or our snowballs. The winter wood grain, that's my favourite, I think, out of the whole pad. Beautiful, beautiful background. And then again, we've got some of our grey snowflakes in there as well. Absolutely beautiful. Anne Richard says, these are just the type of small design pads I've been looking for. Well, hopefully, Anne, you have got those in your basket because they are stunning. We're going to show you some cards. Oh, this is cute. We've got a really nice inked background, and then we've just got those little, aren't they just so great, peeping through that die? Absolutely incredible, through all those little apertures, because they're almost like postage stamp kind of size.
They are, aren't they?
Super cute.
I love that one.
I love that one. It's so nice. Our lovely Barbara's made that one. We've got this one, which our lovely Amy made. Fussy cutting those snowflakes, popping a couple of those. We've got these coming up, so do not worry about that. Those are coming up. We've got this beautiful one with some dies. Again, Make sure you're getting all those out. I love the 2 pattern papers working that. You can see how many pattern papers you can squeeze onto your cards. I mean, this one is absolutely stunning. We've got our beautiful snowman there. We've got at least sort of 5 or 6 patterns on there going on.
Do you know what? I was just trying to work out how many pads Kat's used on that one. So she's definitely used the
Winter
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes, Christmas Craft. Oh, and then we've got the his hat as well. That's the snowflake one.
Yeah, so at least 3 of the pads.
3 of the pads.
Again, how well they coordinate together.
Don't they look cute on that scene? It's absolutely beautiful. Again, as Amy said, an absolute partner for your blockbuster as well, especially the little book as well. You know, be using those with it alongside it. Absolutely gorgeous there. Again, absolutely stunning. I loved that triangular theme on that one. It's so easy to do. I reckon this is the same person that's made both of these as a little duo. So you could see how you're using the scraps, so you're cutting into it, but obviously when you cut into triangles and strips, you'll have the rest of it to make a second card. So you could make really nice little notelet sets like this. Super easy and
that'd
fun.
Be lovely, yeah.
So nice, wouldn't it? Okay, we're going to get a demo in if that's okay, Amy.
Okay, no problem. So we are going to start off with, we've got a bit of everything going on.
Nice.
As per usual with me.
Yeah.
So we are going to start off using the Frosted Flakes essential papers, and then we've got all of these in the show coming up. So you've got that foiled acetate here, we've then got the sentiment, and then we've got the sentiment strips as well. So we're going to use a bit of everything within this one, and we are going to create an easel card.
Oh, beautiful.
But what I want to do is the part of the easel card that comes down here is going to be the acetate. So we're going to cut this first of all. So it's 6 by 6. So if we do 6.5, and then we're going to have that 1/2 inch tab to put over to attach it to the card, and then if we do 6 there.
Gorgeous.
I mean, this foiled acetate is just stunning, isn't it?
So special.
Yeah. And you don't need to use, you can see, look, on this one, that I've still got a lot left. That's another card that you can use it on there. So we're just going to, I'll turn it over, and we're just going to score on that 6 there.
Beautiful.
And then we have got our card front. So let's just burnish that down. And then if we bring our 6 by 6 card blank in, you can see that that's going to fit on there.
Oh, perfect.
And then just sit on there. So what we need to do first of all is to do our mats and layers. So I've just cut 2 pieces of our silver mirror. I think the silver works really well with
doesn't it?
Yeah, with these. And then I'm going to bring in 2 different papers. Because they work so well together, it seems a shame just to use one, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to use these 2. So we're going to cut
they
these
go
down.
so well, because you've got that, like you say, that.
It just picks out the colours of the blues on there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a really nice kind of bright royal blue. It's beautiful. We've had quite a few questions as well about the snowflake acetate. It is our festive foiled acetate. So you do get several designs in the one pack. It's coming up in the next part of the show, so stay tuned.
Oh, it's the design. I think there's 8 different designs.
Yeah,
isn't there?
there's Christmas
So
trees, there's snowflakes. It's all edge to edge as well, so it's fantastic. Oh, and we've got everybody's favourite in there. You know, with the script.
Yes.
The festive script, the writing.
I knew you were going to say that one because that's one of our favourites. So you can see here with your mats and layers, these are wide enough. They're A5, that if you do your mats and layers on a 6 inch, so 2 notches down for your mirror, and then 2 notches again, so 5 3/4.
Yeah.
It's the perfect size to fit these.
Absolutely, which is so good as well.
So we're going to take our tape runner and put these onto here. I think I just have a thing about paper.
Oh, same.
I absolutely love them.
So does everybody in the comment section as well, Amy.
Yeah.
Karen says, these have jumped into my basket already. I said I wasn't buying anything else until I had moved. They are so small, they will easily move into your new house.
Yep, nobody will notice them.
No one will notice them. It's fine.
And then we're just going to add this one onto here. And then these pieces here that you've cut away, like you've said, Bex, keep them and scraps and try and come up with some sort of pattern backgrounds.
Absolutely.
What day did you do your Scrapbuster show?
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. So have a look at the show last Tuesday for some more ideas as well.
I loved that show.
I know, you were so looking
honestly,
forward to it,
I
weren't you?
was buzzing all day. I had loads of scraps to use up. And we honestly, and even in here as well, we just kind of went with what the comments, and I was kind of bouncing off Nat's ideas. And we just genuinely just got as much as we could done. It's lovely when it's like that, isn't it? Honestly, it was great. It was a bit of a wild ride, I'm not going to lie, but it was really, really fun. Yeah, so much you can do with the leftover little bits.
So we're going to put this one onto the bottom here, and then this one can go on the top part.
I love that.
I love this one as well. I think it's just so useful. Yeah,
and again, it's kind of like those ditzy little snowballs. It's kind of fun and cheeky as well at the same time, isn't it? It makes it look really cute.
So there's our sort of background papers all ready to go, and then this is going to be our front. So what I wanted to do was, using the scallops and straight edge nesting dies, the ovals, I've just cut a frame out from Silver Mirror.
Oh, gorgeous.
And then we're going to put this onto here and sort of just cut around it. But I'm going to put it onto here, but I don't want the snowflakes behind it, so we're going to use the inner oval that I've used to cut out of the acetate. Now sometimes it is a bit more difficult to cut out of acetate.
I find that, yeah.
But we're gonna give it a try.
Absolutely. And again, this shape is probably easy enough to fussy cut, especially when you pop your frame on there as well.
Yes.
If you really don't have any joy with it.
If it marks it, then we know we can go into it. So let's just measure this so we get in about in the middle. So that is at 3. So if we put that about there, I think that looks about right. And then we'll put this through. So push that through. Yeah, acetate isn't always the easiest, but what we can do, if it's made the imprint on there, we can just take our scissors and cut around it.
Yeah, because you tend to find that it might have cut enough for your scissors to sort of glide
even
through.
If it just marks it. So you can see, can you just see the mark on there? So what we'll do now, we can just go in with our scissors and just cut it. Because we're going to put that frame on there, it's going to cover it up slightly anyway.
It doesn't have to be 100% perfect.
To worry too much. So let's just put a hole in here, and then hopefully we can get our scissors in here. Put these. I will try and be careful. But this acetate is your 220 micron, so it is your construction weight as well. So that's why it's brilliant. You can make stepper cards with it. You can do these easels because it's got that strength to sort of hold your card up.
Yeah, card fronts, even your whole card blank as well. You can use your foiled acetate.
I really like that, where you use it as your card blank and then just put the pattern papers on the inside of your card.
Yeah.
So your front is just
acetate.
Sort of the acetate, and the detail on some of the patterns as well.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
You don't actually need to add a lot more to it, do you?
I mean, really, like we said, these are the kind of things that you can just pop a background on, pop a sentiment you've done. You know, again, like with this one, you've just got your sentiment here. I know you're really stepping this up by cutting into it and adding that frame. But, you know, essentially what you're doing is popping a sentiment onto that. And it's still absolutely
definitely
gorgeous.
Yeah. So, on the back of the frame, I've just put some of our red liner tape. So, we're just going to take the backing off here. And I love it with the ovals because you can just go all the way round with your red liner tape, can't you, in one piece.
One fell swoop.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think it'd be easy if we just hold that on there, that's better, so that we can just see that we're going to get this in the middle.
Nice.
I love this sentiment, from our home to yours this festive season.
Oh, that's beautiful,
so
isn't
you've
it?
got that framed now, and the brilliant thing with these being 8x8 is you can do so much with them, can't you? You can make it your card front, you can do your shaker cards with it.
Yeah.
I did one last week where I sort of wrapped it round a little book page.
I saw that, made it into a shaker.
shaker.
Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful with the swans.
And then what you can do is just keep hold of any of the sort of the parts you cut away.
Yeah, of course.
So you can see I'm just putting my scissors just under those scallops, just to make sure that we're going to cut away, that you're not going to see the acetate poking through. So just go back under there. And these are perfect for bringing in all your nesting dies as well.
Oh, for sure.
You know, your fancy edged ones, your ovals.
Again, you might have topper frames left over from your Blockbuster.
Oh, definitely. That middle frame, I often have those ones left over, yeah.
Obviously, this is beautiful with the fancy detail, but you could absolutely swap that. If you've got middle frames to use up, you could absolutely do that.
Yeah. So then you can see then you've got that gorgeous sentiment, and you can read it a bit more clear because you haven't got the snowflakes around it.
It looks absolutely beautiful in there.
Next thing we're going to do, again, we just need to go back round with our red liner tape. So if you go round really slowly, as I say, you don't need to keep cutting it. You can sort of go round in one movement, can't you? Which is always nice. There we go. So these products, I think, definitely they can be used sort of standalone, can't they? Like we do in here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the acetate sentiments and the paper pads, but then to be able to use them with things that you've already got as well.
Yeah, you're so right, Amy. Like you say, everything can be either standalone or combined.
Yeah.
And it works just as well either way.
And they're not sort of like trends that aren't going to go out of fashion.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
none
you're
of
going to
this...
be able to use these year after year, although you probably use them up this year.
Oh, for sure.
I know I will, but so this one here, we just need to make sure we get in that. There we go.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
You can see you've got the sentiment, and then what we need to do is just burnish this again, and then we can put this onto there, and then you can see you're going to have that sentiment
Love that.
onto there. So let's just get some more red liner tape. Red liner tape, we always say, don't we, Bex, it's the one to go to when you're using acetate.
An absolute partner in crime.
Especially when you're sort of construction cards as well.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely use your red liner tape, because these are the ones that people are going to come around to the house and sort of start picking up. Yeah, wanting to have a look at them.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm sorry, if this is not centre of someone's mantelpiece, you need to take them off your Christmas card list.
Definitely. Just give them a shop bought one next time. So, and then if we just pop that down like that, and then just attach it
beautiful
to the back, and then you can see you've got that gorgeous sentiment on there.
Absolutely stunning.
Then what we need to do, we need to create a stopper for here. Yep. So I'm just going to take some more of the silver mirror that we've got, and then because we've used that up there to bring it back in, just going to bring it down here as well.
Love that.
So let's just cut this down to let's do 5 3/4 on this one.
Beautiful.
And then we'll do 5 3/4 on this one, because I want it to be sort of the same length. I don't know why I do that. I always have it the same length when it's an easel stopper at the bottom.
Yeah, and then you just have the mirror on the side.
Yeah.
I love that. I
don't
quite
know
like
why.
that with panels in general, though. Just
Yeah.
having the two down the side.
Tend to
It is
always
nice.
do it that way.
Makes it look more like a sort of ribbon border.
Yes, yeah, maybe that's why I do it.
Maybe that's why you do it.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
So
Absolutely gorgeous.
we've got that part on there, and then what I'm going to do is bring in the acetate wraps.
Oh,
and
nice.
this one here is the Let It Snow.
Yeah.
So we're just going to add this onto here. So again, I will take the red liner tape and then just put this on the very end of each one here. And these, I love these because they've all got straight lines, so they're so easy.
Oh, why not?
To cut and to cut with your trimmer.
Yeah.
Or even scissors.
Absolutely,
you can use.
yeah.
So let's make sure that Let It Snow is as central as we can, and then we can just wrap that one around there. And then this one we can just take. The backing of red liner tape gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Oh, doesn't it? It's all that, just picks up any morsel of static in the air.
Doesn't it? Yeah. And then you can see you've got that gorgeous Let It Snow
That's
to go on the bottom
beautiful.
there. So we just need to find some foam pads that are big enough. There we go. So oh, look at that. Perfect. So we'll put those on the edges there. So we need to use the foam pads for this one so it stands up and acts as the stopper.
Yeah, of course.
For the easel.
Absolutely, yeah, such a good idea. They've said this is a fab way to use these acetate sentiments.
They're just so nice, aren't they? I mean, we did the first collection, didn't we? And then we just knew that we had to do Christmas.
Oh, for sure.
With them, didn't we? They're just...
Absolutely. Yeah. They just marry up perfectly with Christmas crafting.
Yeah. And then we're just going to put this... We'll put it about...
Kind of halfway?
Halfway, I think. Just on there, like that.
Beautiful.
And then that is going to stay...
Oh,
like that. And then we have just got one last thing to do. So the other thing that we've done with this pad, I've just cut out a couple of these. So you can see I've used the spotty one or the snowfall one on both there. So I wanted to bring this one back up here. So I've just cut two of those.
Oh, they look gorgeous.
Stars, and we're just going to add them onto there. And I think we will use our foam pads to do that as well.
Oh, absolutely stunning little embellishments, aren't they?
They're just so good, aren't they? Just to sort of just that finishing touch, aren't they?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then that one we can put just at the top there. And then the very final thing, we're just going to come in with some of our gems and just add these. Just seeing what.
Oh, these are gorgeous.
Should we do the largest one or the next one down? Oh, let's go big.
Go big.
Go big or go home.
I was honestly just waiting for you to say the big one.
You just knew that was what I was going to do,
for
didn't you?
sure. Sam says I was playing with these wraps at the weekend. They are absolutely divine. Use them as flat overlays. Nadia says I've made quite a few cards using the acetate sentiment strips. I love how they look. Me too. Which is really glad. Again, don't just take our word for it. Customer comments like this always make our day. You know, and it just makes us feel like, it's not just us that love them, it's everybody at home. So if you're on the fence, I mean, how could you be on the fence with these? But if you are, for whatever reason, the comments always sway me. If I read good reviews or good comments about something, it's that extra like, oh yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
I'll get those.
And the price point as well of these is just phenomenal, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
To get the 4 of them.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure where that one went then. So we're just adding gems just onto
the
bottom
centres.
here.
That looks gorgeous.
Just to add just onto the larger ones there. And then we can show.
Let's show it off. Woo! Oh my gosh, that acetate looks beautiful in that lighting. Oh my goodness.
You can see you've got the depth there, but just
stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love the clean colour palette as well.
Yes, yeah.
The blue and the silver with the white.
Combining them and bringing them both in on sort of that bottom layer and on the reverser there as well.
Oh my gosh, absolutely
the
beautiful.
sentiments are gorgeous,
aren't they? That card is gorgeous, Amy. Thank you so much. We've got 2 demos to go. Adding gemstones is a fab idea. Myra says, this card is snow lovely and you made it look easel. I love Myra's puns.
Oh, thank you. Cool.
Valerie says, gorgeous card, Amy. I love it. Florence says, another beautiful card from Amy. Michelle said, it's those tiny little details that make it.
Yes.
So true. Beautiful card, says Carol. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, are we ready to see all that acetate goodness? Yes, we are. Coming in first of all is our wonderful, sorry, Jess, our luxury foiled acetate card wraps. Sorry, we've had to switch from A4 to A5, haven't we? So these are going to contain 16 of your A4 foiled sheets. Doing them on A4 just means we've been able to squeeze all this delicious goodness in for you. So you're going to get 120 wraps in total in the gold and silver. And look at all the incredible artwork and typography. There's just everything going on in this collection. We've got artwork, we've got beautiful typography, we've got wonderful sentiments. I just cannot say enough good things about how nice this acetate is. It's $11.99, which is an absolute bargain. That's obviously the maximum that you're going to be paying. No one should be paying that if you're logging in. And we've got beautiful sentiments. You've got, let the miracle of Christmas fill your heart with love. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. From our home to yours. And I love on some of the bigger ones, we've been able to squeeze that extra little bit of artwork in there for you, which just makes it really stunning. Like from our home to yours with the houses, just makes it really special. We've got the sending warmest wishes with all of the little winter knits. And again, as Amy said, they're super easy to trim out because you've got those lines as well that you can just pop into your trimmer. We've got 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. And then the next one underneath it says fa la 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 la. So I'd definitely be using those two together, of course. You've got Open on the 25th of December. That would look so good on like a little tag. Absolutely gorgeous for that one. And then obviously we've got that foiled in gold as well. So whatever look you're going for with your cards, it's going to be beautiful. Oh my gosh, these are stunning. Look at these ones. I love the big chunky ones as well. That one with the Christmas presents on is just everything. The best Christmas memories are, the best Christmas gifts are the memories. You've got Jingle All the Way. You've got Winter Wishes, Glad Tidings, Christmas Cuddles. Have a fun and festive Christmas. You can be adding your alcohol markers to this if you want to add a bit of colour. Myra says, I love these wraps. You can use them on any colour card. You certainly can. And again, there's that other foiling for that one. Oh, now these ones, oh my goodness. That one at the top, that Seasons Green. Look at that typography on there. Stop it right now. It is beautiful. You've got From Across the Miles with all your postcards. You've got Ho Ho Ho. You've got the gorgeous baubles, the starry one. And then again, another really nice thoughtful one. You are in my thoughts and prayers this Christmas time. Again, they're like sympathy cards, aren't they? Thinking of you at Christmas. A lot of people find Christmas a really difficult season.
Definitely, and
you know,
we
when they
need
don't
to appreciate that, don't we? That it's not a joyous time for everybody. Is
I know,
it? So,
but you still
need to send them a card, don't you? So,
of course.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, you know, if Jolly Santas and big penguins aren't it, that is just perfect. You could just put that on one of those snowflake papers. It says everything, doesn't it?
Perfect.
Absolutely perfect. Gorgeous, gorgeous designs throughout here as well for you. And then again, we've got this one. Oh, I love this one. Your Christmas blessings. A special wish from me to you at Christmas time. Happy Christmas. That Let It Snow one that Amy used as well. Gorgeous. Carol Rooney says, I love these acetate sentiments. They look stunning. Absolutely. They really, really are. And then again, we've got that in that other foiling. So that's those for you, $11.99. And then we have as well, we've got another little sneak peek from Amy here. We've got the 8x8 sentiment sheets. These are almost like acetate versions of your Trim Me pads. 20 gold and silver foiled down to 8x8 sheets. You can trim them down. If you've got your Trim Me, you can just pop that underneath and sort of mark out where you need to trim. Absolutely beautiful. And again, gorgeous mix of typography and sentiment choices. May the spirit of Christmas bring you peace and joy. You've got the classic season's greetings on there. Absolutely beautiful. You've got this one that Amy did use, from our home to yours this festive season. And then we've got this one as well. Oh, this one's gorgeous. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So you could be chopping up into that. You could have a Happy New Year card and a Merry Christmas and just chop that and off there and have two separate sentiments if you want to really pad it out. And then I love this one as well. Sending you the warmest winter wishes. They're just so classy and elegant on the acetate as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And Richard says, okay, you sold these to me too. You're welcome, Anne. You're going to love them. You are going to love them. And then, is everybody ready for... No one's ready for this, Jess. Look at it. Come on. Luxury foiled acetate essential collection. We had some comments asking what the snowflake one that Amy used. It is this 16 of your A4 gold and silver foiled edge to edge. Oh, Christmas trees in here. Absolutely beautiful. In the gold and the silver. We have got our snowflakes. Oh, that's the one that Amy used on that card before. Again, as Amy said, you could be scoring into these, making your card fronts, making your easels. Oh, this one's gorgeous, the check. There's some of these that I haven't seen because they were literally just hot off the machines last week. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Just look at that. Oh my goodness, it is just delicious. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You might have seen it on our foiled cardstock. You might have seen it in other ways. Have you seen it on acetate? Oh my goodness. Get it in your basket. Carol Rooney says, beautiful, I know. The Christmas lights as well. And like I say, some of these do carry over into our foiled cardstock. So you can, you know, if you want that really like uniform look to your cards,
mix and match in them,
you can mix and match. Absolutely. Oh, imagine this on like an easel with that cardstock. It's going to be wonderful. You've got the pinstripe one with the snowflakes and the stars on that. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful designs on here. So incredibly, again, classy, elegant. You can make your gift boxes out of these because, as Amy said, they are construction friendly. I love the snowflakes and swirls. So pretty. Gorgeous. And then we've got that holly pattern as well for you. Beautiful designs. That foiling is just absolutely stunning. We're going to show you some more cards and then we are going straight back over to Amy. I don't know how she can top that first demo, seriously. Okay. There's some stunning designs in here. Again, we've got that acetate easel with just some banners and some fussy cut snowflakes in there. Again, as Amy said, mixing and matching those patterns for you. We've got this one as well that uses it as your card blank. And again, you can marry up your mats and layers to hide your workings. Absolutely gorgeous and construction friendly. Absolutely perfect. Oh, I love this one. The Sending Warmest Wishes with the knit pattern. Could that be any better and more appropriate? That one is beautiful. And you know, there's so little materials that are used. It just lets the products themselves shine. We've got the gorgeous aperture there with that acetate in there.
And that one there, the paper's...
it's been embossed,
yeah,
yes.
So use them with all of your embossing folders. They're going to be perfect with that as well.
Absolutely. We've got this gorgeous, and this is the thing as well with these acetate wraps. They're so long as well. So if you're making your DLs and your 4x8s, absolutely gorgeous. We've got that herringbone pattern with, again, that acetate sort of bridging that gap. Amy, these are all your cards. You loved this collection.
I did.
Absolutely.
I had a good day creating all of these.
Stunning cards in there. I love that one. It's so elegant. And then again, we've got some really nice kind of like almost, I think this one, and then maybe this one. Again, any of these could be sort of chunky scraps, but scrap busters for sure. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful designs there. Honestly, I love it. I absolutely love it. They are absolute perfect partners to go together. All your acetate with your essential selection. But we're going to get another demo in, aren't we, Amy?
Oh,
Yay!
we are indeed. So this time we are going to use the Festive collage, and we're going to use this stunning sentiment here. So we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And don't forget with these, you can use your alcohol markers on them, especially with the ones that have got this bubble writing and the imagery. You could colour them in whatever colour you wanted to, and they'd really sort of pop, wouldn't they, doing that as well. So that's another idea. But what we're going to do, although it's an A5 pad, we're going to do an 8x8 card.
Okay.
To show how it can be made slightly larger. But we're going to use this gorgeous pattern here. So let's bring in our trimmer to start with. And I'm just going to trim just along that line there. So I want it to have the 4 squares across, and then we're going to have the 4 squares up. And then let's just check our measurements of that. So we could try and do it. Let's just try and do it that it's 6 by 6 by 6. Just cut that off there. And then this side is a bit shorter. We can work out the measurements. And then what I'm going to do, I want to cut out this part here. So again,
okay, yeah, like as an aperture.
Yes, yeah. So if you haven't got nesting dies, this is going to be perfect, because it is just going to allow you to do it with your trimmer, isn't it, which is good.
Yeah, and because you get those patches, again, it's like the acetate wraps, you've got almost that kind of ready-made lines for you.
Yeah, so it shows you exactly where you need to go to. And you can line it up along here first of all. So we'll just cut along here, and you can see what I tend to do is not go right to the edge, and then what you can do is just go in with your scissors and just tidy up those corners. So we will just go in now with our scissors. Let's go in this way and just trim up to that corner. Again, up to there.
I love this idea. I'm definitely going to be recreating that patchwork frame. It's so lovely.
It's just so easy to do as well, isn't it? We've got the lines on there for you. Let's just cut.
But like, how effective does it look with different patches going all the way around?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So then you can see. So it is slightly direction as well, because of that bauble and the Christmas tree. So just be mindful before you stick it down. Sort of where you need to, sort of which direction you need to put it in. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring in that sentiment and just pop that right in the middle there, and you can see it's just the perfect fit within there.
Oh, it's great.
So we're going to take our red liner tape and just put this.
Knocking at the door, Jeff.
I know, it sounds like somebody wants to go in there, doesn't it? And then we're just going to put, I'm just going to rest it on here just so I can see it. That's the only problem sometimes with acetate.
I know, it's just
gone.
Invisible.
Yeah. So we're just going to take off the backing from here. And then if we just line it up, I think it's about there.
Oh, so pretty.
And then what we'll do, come in with our larger scissors and just cut away that part there. And always save all of these parts as well.
I was just thinking that.
We may come back and use those.
It looks so cute with just like a little banner or something.
Yeah, I think we might use those actually. So there you've got your sentiment there, and we're going to put some of our shimmer card behind it.
Nice.
But I couldn't decide on a colour, so Bex is going to help me out here.
Oh, cheers.
It's all right. So we've got the gold.
Okay, love.
We have got the red.
Ooh, also love, yeah.
Or we have got the green.
Oh, I like the green.
Or we have got just using the mirror.
I like the shimmer card.
Which colour?
I think either the green or the gold.
Jess?
Yeah, you can see the sentiment
really
a lot
pops on there,
stronger.
doesn't it,
Yeah,
actually, yeah. So we will go for that one then. So let's just measure how much we'll need. So we're just putting this onto the back. So if we just do 3.5 by 3.5, and that will be enough. So again, that might be just scraps that you've got, mightn't it, of that shimmer card that you can use.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that is going to go onto the back of there. So we'll just come in with our, in fact, we should be able to use our tape runner. So if we just put this all around the edge. Oh, without ripping it. Right, let's put that on there. Yeah, that's definitely.
I was going to say, you're happy with that, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to matte and layer this onto some gold mirror to make the front of our card.
Oh, gorgeous.
And then we'll show you how to do the back. So this is slightly odd measurement, so we'll just go in and have a look. So that should be all right at 6. So we can do that one at 6, and then if we go on at just over the 6, so if we do 2 notches over the 6, and then we should have the perfect matte and layout for that one. So just come in with our tape runner. And what you could do is you could add foam pads onto this as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's just make sure that's lined up. So that is going to be the front of the card.
Gorgeous.
So we need to make sure we've got the card blank the right size. So if we do take the measurements again, so that was 6. So if we do 2 notches over, as I say, it's a slightly different measurement, but it will.
Yeah, just because you're going from A5, which is traditionally metric.
And I didn't want to cut off. I wanted the sort of the squares to all be the same size.
Yeah, yeah. You don't
so
want
sometimes you just need to.
Yeah, you don't want your sides to be longer than your top and bottom.
So there's the front of our card ready to go.
Love that.
Obviously, it's not 8 by 8, so we need to add it onto our 8 by 8. So let's get the scoreboard. And this is an 8 by 8, and all we're going to do is score the front of this. So just take the front of the card, and we're going to score it at 2, 4, and 6. And then all we're going to do is fold these over. So if you just get your tool and just burnish all of these.
Okay, and like some mountain and valley folds.
Lines. Yep. And concertina it. There we go. So you should have that effect now.
Nice.
And then what we're going to do is put this on the, attach this to these two here. So it's not attached to the back. So you're going to have it looking like that, and then it's going to open up. So we need to decorate these. So we just do the 2 to save time. If I was doing it to send to somebody, I'd probably do the ones at the back as well.
Oh yeah.
Just to make it, give it that finishing touch, isn't it? And just to make it extra special.
Yeah, for sure.
So 2 notches under the 8 on here, and then there 2 inches. So if we do 2 notches under the 2.
Amazing.
And then 2 notches under the 2.
The team have put, who is adding these incredible products to their basket? Anita has straight away gone, I have.
Me.
This
definitely.
is the energy we need, Anita.
Definitely. And then we're going to come in with some paper from the Essential, the Christmas craft one. So mixing the 2 paper pads together.
Yeah, that one goes perfectly.
And then, so this needs to be 7 3/4. And then if we do 1 3/4 for each of these. And then again, make sure you save all of your scraps with these.
Oh, for sure.
Because there's so many ideas using scraps, I think, with this, these papers, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%.
So let's just mat and layer these onto here. Just something about polka dots, isn't there?
Oh,
it's
just so nice. They're just a classic pattern. They just go with everything.
Definitely. And not just Christmassy. You could definitely use these. Maybe doing like a bright children's birthday card, isn't it? And you just...
Oh yeah, you could definitely add those on. Yeah, there's so many of these that are going to work with you every day. I think obviously the snowflakes, but again, even that spotty one that you used in the first demo would work for every day.
Yeah.
Lots of the winter whites would. Again, you've got like some sequins in there. You've got the glass. You've got those stars. And then again, the Christmas craft, you've got lots of those that, although festive colours, would easily slide into your everyday stash. So really, you kind of need them. You just need them.
We'll definitely get through all of the pads, won't we, with our Christmas makes?
Oh, for sure. We really will. I mean, I can't believe how much of mine I've used already.
I know. So for the background, we just need it to be 8 by 8. So your mat layout is going to be just 2 notches under the 8 for that one. And then we're going to bring in the same papers that we used for that card on the front. So let's cut from the bottom. So it needs to be 7 3/4 for that one.
Perfect.
And then 7 3/4 for that one. And then all we're going to do is just put them together.
Oh yeah,
like
that's great.
Because you can't tell where it stops.
No, they
so have a look
so
through
well.
and see where you can sort of marry up the patterns so they go together. So it needs to be 7 3/4. So this one is 2 notches under the 6. So it needs to be 1 1/4, 1 1/4, and then 2 notches, I think. Is that right? Is that right?
I'm not committing. I think, I think so. Sure.
I bet there's somebody shouting at the screen going,
no,
it's not.
There's a few people were like, why are you putting your card on sideways? And then obviously you've just done this awesome funky fold.
Putting which card on sideways? The main one?
Yeah, the 6 by 6 one.
Back to front.
Yeah, that's it, back to front.
So let's put this side on first. And then, as I say, I'm hoping, if I've done the measurements right. No, you see. How did that not work? So we'll carry on. So we'll take that one off and we can just, because it's the squares, you can just carry it on, can't you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it needs to be 2 notches under the 2.
Okay.
I mean, we shouldn't do maths on a Monday morning, should we? That's my problem.
For sure, me too.
So
it doesn't even matter what day of the week it is.
That's better.
Oh,
and
that's
then you can
perfect.
see it matches up onto there. So just put our tape, and then if we just line it up with the bottom there, and then you know.
Yeah, this one's so easy to make bigger cards
Yeah,
with. like you say, you just tile and marry up together so well.
So you can see there, you couldn't tell where that had been tiled. So add this onto the back. The other thing that you could do with this one, but I know that we're sort of short of time, is you could cut maybe some of these squares out here, maybe just that one, and the pieces that you cut off, you could put that into there as well. You know, just other ways of using them, little circle apertures, and just put them onto your cards.
I love that.
So keep everything, isn't it? Which I'm sure we all do anyway, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's gorgeous.
So you've got your card there, and then we're just going to come in. So we need to put that the wrong way round on the front there. So you've just got that slight white border there, just to separate it from the background, and then we just need to put it onto here.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So we will put it there, and then on the back here, and then we just need to sort of, you can have a look and just make sure it's in the middle,
nicely centered
ish. Make sure my fingers aren't stuck to it, and then if we put that one down, bring that one round.
Love this fold
to there.
I've never done I've done this fold, but I've never done it this big, and it looks incredible.
Yeah, and there you've got the sort of opening there, so you could put something else in there if you wanted to as well, couldn't you? But you've just got those gorgeous sort of different ways of using all the papers, isn't it, and displaying it.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. Thank you so much,
No
Amy.
problem.
We've got one more to do as well. Oh my gosh. Right, let's have a quick Win It Weekly reminder. For our square pocket pads, we want to know, it is a German tradition to hide which of the following in a Christmas tree? Is it A, a pickle, B, a pair of socks, or C, a rubber ducky? Let us know. 5 lucky winners for those. Chloe says 8x8 is my favourite. Anita says love this card. Yeah, that's because you can squeeze loads on, Amy. Sam says amazing. Samantha says lovely. Florence says another stunner. Colleen says, if I kept everything, I'd need to buy a mansion. It squeezes in every nook and cranny. I wouldn't say no to a mansion though, not gonna lie. Okay, let's have a look at our beautiful Monday morning launch for you guys. We've got our Essential Selection paper pads, an absolute bargain. The value of this is incredible. Again, if you're just starting out, and you haven't got a huge budget to create a massive stash, this is one of the things that I would recommend buying, because you can make so many cards on an absolute budget. Oh my goodness, just a perfect. And not only that, is like having a stash like this is just the perfect stash builder, because you're going to have something to go with when you're starting to buy your topper sets, when you're starting to buy your concept cards, you're going to have something to go with them at all times. £18, which is saving $13.96. Again, absolutely incredible. If you just want 2, we've still got a deal for you. Any 2 for £10. So an incredible saving, whatever way you buy them. Just don't buy them individually, because they're so much better either buying 2 or buying the ultimate collection. So we have got our Christmas craft for you. We'll have really quick pick and flicks. You've got the presents, the reindeer, checks, stripes, chevrons, all of your essential patterns. Nothing too busy or artworky, so it's going to go so nicely. Nothing's going to clash. Again, you can use them together, you can use them alone. You've got the Christmas trees and the candy cane stripes in there. Next, we have our winter whites. Again, we'll just do a quick little pick and flick. If you want to see them in a bit more detail, absolutely just wind back to the beginning of the show. This was the one that we're saying is going to go so well with your everyday crafting as well. You've got that beautiful pearlescent detail in there, marble textures, you've got tartans. Basically, it's classic Christmas and everyday patterns with a festive twist with that gorgeous winter white colourways. You've got that knit effect on there, the gorgeous sort of shards of ice, the beautiful floral snowflakes, the snowballs or the white polka dots if you want, the winter wood grain, and finally your snowflakes on that one. Next we have our frosted flakes. Blues, blacks, greys in here, they're all working in perfect harmony. You can be fussy cutting some of these. This was used on the first demo. I think Amy used 3 different ones of these, some fussy cut snowflakes, the beautiful kind of ditzy snowball pattern, and the gorgeous the gorgeous flakes that we saw at the beginning. You've got lots of different colourways in this of all your blues, whites, greys, blacks in here. They're going to just be so perfect for simple and easy Christmas crafting. The gorgeous little turquoise, again, another cute and fun one. That's the snowballs one that we saw from the pattern. And then again, those absolute ginormous showstoppers. And then the one from the last demo, this gorgeous festive collage one here with all of those kind of scrapbook junk journals. You've got the frame, you've got that patchwork one, which, as Amy demonstrated, tiles wonderfully. Again, you've got strips in here, lace details, tea stains, poinsettias for you to fussy cut, snowflakes. There's just so much going on in this one. And again, there's some beautiful strips and stripes for you to be cutting into and making absolutely delightful cards. The team have had so much fun with these. You've got those large patchwork again, which you could use that same technique with. Beautiful designs. So that is our festive collage. So again, if you want all 4 of the ultimate collection, they are £18. Like I say, do not be paying that. $16.20 for our diamond members. Even at full price, you're going to be getting the best part of 2 for free because they're $7.99. So they are absolutely wonderful. We've got some more card models to show you, and we're just going to quickly flick through the cover, just the covers, Jess, yeah? So we've got our lace, because obviously you can mix and match them, can't you? So if you want a couple of Christmas and a couple of the everyday, you are absolutely going to still save money with those. You've got your marble. The script always works really nice with festive ones. I could see that absolutely marrying up so perfectly with like the festive collage or maybe your Christmas craft here. How well are they going to look together?
Script goes with everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, script really does go with everything.
Compliment to all of them.
Yeah, it's an absolute favourite. It's a bestseller as well. Weathered wood again, gorgeous one. The check, beautiful checks in there. Again, I would see this one working really well for your Christmas crafting as well, that red and green. We've got our rainbow, beautiful patterns throughout here. Our craft as well, another great partner for your Christmas craft. You can marry them up. Gorgeous. And your watercolour as well. Just beautiful, uncoated, matte finish papers, which is something we have been crying out for, hence these essential paper pads. We're born and we are now on the 3rd collection of these, and the festive one as well, which we love. So I'm going to show you a few more cards and then we're scooting back over to Amy. So again, we've got this one. Oh, just looks gorgeous. It looks like a scrapbook page. Beautiful designs. You can just simply mat and layer them and you are done. Love this one with the shimmer behind the acetate. Oh my goodness, because so often we chop it up, but I love it as a big strip.
And done at an angle as well. I really like that. Yeah.
So good, isn't it? We've got this one as well. I love it on those corners. We've just used some mirri to extend those silver stripes that you get on the acetate. Again, that is what I was talking about those simple, you're in my thoughts and prayers at Christmas. That's all it needs. Yep. Absolutely stunning. We've got this one as well. I love the mixture of the patterns on that. And again, use that big one as the one behind the frame, like you did with your festive collage frame. Yeah. Such a showstopper centerpiece sentiment on that one. We've got this one as well. Again, a great little scrap buster with all those squares. And then we've got the Christmas tree, that one as well. Mixing and matching all those green patterns that you get on there. Absolutely beautiful cards. I'm sure you'll agree the team have worked so hard on those. And everybody at home is just loving the sentiments and the samples as well. Absolutely gorgeous. They are all uncoated as well. We had that question on there. Is there any shimmer on there? No, they are completely uncoated. So you can add your inks, your pens, all of your funky finishes as well. Amy, are you ready for your 3rd demo?
We are indeed. So this time we're going to use the Winter White pad, and we're going to use the Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year sentiment. I'm also going to bring in this little man, the snowman, and this is from the Blockbuster Little Book.
Oh yeah!
And all I've done is just fussy cut around him, so we're going to use him on our card as well. So with this one, we are going to create an 8x6 card, but we're going to turn it into a stepper.
Nice.
So this part here, they're 2 inches. So I just cut 4.5 inches by 8, and then just scored at 2 and 4, and then it's just going to give you that tab there to create the stepper.
Nice.
So the first thing we need to do, I want to cover this front part here. So we're going to come in with one of my favourites.
Oh, love this one.
This glittery one. If I lived on my own, this would be the wallpaper I would have on every wall.
Absolutely.
So we're just going to go 2 notches. Let me just double check. I don't think there were 2. I think they're 3. They're 3. So I did them half the size of the card because it's 6. So
and I was just thinking that's a nice chunky step.
Yeah. 3 and then 2 under the 8. And then that is going to fit, hopefully, my measurements all seem a bit out today, but onto there. We will go with it.
Having a white edge.
Yes, because I'm going to die cut into it.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't want to do another matte and layer because sometimes it's just a bit more tricky, isn't it, to get your dye through it.
Yeah, it's harder work for the machine.
Yeah. So we're going to put this onto here. And I think with this paper pad, a lot of white is nice to have, isn't it? And then we are going to come in with some dies, and I've got them here. Let me get them. So it is your straight edge nesting dies, a long decorative label.
Yeah.
So we're going to come in with this one, and we just want to cut it. So on the stepper, we're going to have our snowman, which I think we might cut the bottom off there, and then this one here.
Oh, nice.
So let's grab some tape because we don't want it to start moving around. So if I cut it about there. And then I might take that one off, see if we need it. So let's run this through here. I've used nearly every page of this snowman. There's one on my desk I'm doing a card with as well at the minute.
I did notice that when I came to craft with this little book this morning, I was like, there's only 2 of this one left. This must be a favourite.
So, and then you can see there, we've got that cut out of the step there.
Love that.
And then we can attach this now onto the front of the card. So, again, because we're doing some construction, we're just going to use our red liner tape.
Ooh, Viv Williams has got glittery wallpaper in her bedroom. Love that.
Oh, that's the dream.
I know. She said that was a compromise with the hubby. I was like,
oh.
I don't...
Who was that, Viv?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to try that, Viv. I'm going to go home tonight.
I know, and be like...
Yeah.
Compromise isn't really a word in our house, to be honest. It's my house. My family just live in it.
Can you imagine if they did glittery animal print wallpaper? That would be...
That would just be you.
That is my dream.
I know. You just wrap yourself in it.
I would.
Amy, I think.
So, and then you can see there you've got your stepper element.
Beautiful.
There. So let's just burnish these. Find you need to do that quite often, don't you, with your stepper cards?
Yeah, give them a good crease. Yeah. Because once you start adding all your elements again, you find that you need to do it again.
Yeah,
oh,
and then we're going to... So I think we're going to cut that line off there, just because there's some colour in the snowman, but we don't want this. Let's cut it at the patchwork part at the bottom there. There we go. So that's the snowman that's going to sit onto there, and then we just need to do the backing. So I think we're going to come in with some of our silver shimmer cards.
Oh, I love that we've used this today and given it some love.
Oh, it deserves all the love, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? And again, I know it's a year-round product, but again, I think it's one of those that comes into its own at Christmas.
Definitely.
Who doesn't love a bit of sparkle at Christmas?
And then we're going to come in with, because we've got the snowman, we're going to come in with this snowfall one. So if we do this at 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. And then if we get our, I love the glitter card because it doesn't look smooth, but it is so smooth, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, there is no grainy coating on that whatsoever.
So your tape runners are going to be perfect to use on it.
I think so.
So we've just got that small border of the glitter just popping out of there. And then the other thing we're going to bring in is one of the strip sentiments.
Oh,
this says, "Hope your Christmas sparkles."
Oh, that's perfect.
And then what I thought we'd do is I've just brought in some blue parchment, just that we're going to be able to sort of see it, and it's going to stand out when we put that on the top there.
Gorgeous.
So let's make sure that that is long enough. And then I always tend to cut it the width of
the strip itself.
Yeah, so it is one notch over 3/4, I think we'll do. But obviously that might be wrong today, so we'll give it a try.
Measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
It's the saying. I'm not saying...
Do as I say, not as I do.
For
Isn't
sure.
it one of those?
It's really what... With that, yeah, for sure.
So we will just put a bit of tape onto here. And let's see how much we can... I think with the parchment, you can see I've just added a bit of tape to there, but you can't actually see it.
No,
so
you can't really. Especially in front of that pattern as well, and with your acetate going on the top.
Yeah, I think you're okay to just use a bit of your tape runner on here. And then we're just going to run the sentiment along there, and we're going to have just enough just to fold that over.
Oh yeah, gorgeous.
So if we just add a tiny bit at the top there.
With some of these strips as well, you can put little scores in them if you want them to bow or stick out.
Yeah. There's so many ways that you can use them, isn't there? You can cut into the papers and do them as strips, can't you?
Yeah.
I'd love to see all the different designs that we had. And you can always look back on the website or on the shows as well. When we launched the originals acetate sentiments, because then you could just change up the papers to make them Christmassy.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, if you do want some more ideas, then that's something you can do as well.
That's always what I do. Yeah, take a look back at like the galleries and the previous cards. And again, the layout library as well. Because originally I thought I was demoing today, and I was like, there's a card in the layout library that would look great with these papers.
Yeah. Was it you demoing? Have I just like...
No, I think it got changed on Friday.
Oh, okay.
But I don't work Fridays, so I didn't see the change. And then I think I'm going to demo tomorrow instead.
I didn't know either.
Jess didn't know either. I know, don't.
It was very last minute.
It's so last minute. I think, again, I think Anne-Marie was half hoping to do some filming today, and she's obviously... Just with the time of year, there's just meetings galore and
it's just
prep
so
to
busy,
do.
isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a very busy time for us here at Hunky Dory Crafts.
But we love it.
We do,
So
I know.
you can see there you've got that sentiment there. Hope your Christmas sparkles.
Gorgeous.
And then we just need to add our snowman onto here.
Okay.
So let's just...
I'm waiting to see what we're doing with that aperture in your step.
Oh.
Ooh. I know.
Nothing, I was done.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute.
Do you not like it,
I don't know. I do love
not
it.
like it?
I don't believe you.
You
though.
don't believe me, do you?
No.
You know. So, the aperture, what I've done, I've used this one and then the next one up to cut a frame that's going to go onto here.
Yeah.
So, it's going to have another sentiment in there,
Nice.
i.e. this one here. So, we just need to put red liner tape around here. I love this shape because I think you can just about get away with putting it in a straight line.
Yeah, you can. It'll just nestle on those bits. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, there you go. But using all your nesting dies with these is a brilliant idea, isn't it? But also your frames from your toppers.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you could put your sentiments over your images as well, can't you? Especially if you layer up with 3D foam pads, so it's not totally touching the image.
Yeah, it's just a bit more natural.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
You can do that. So then we're just going to take this off here. And then if we bring in our sentiment, and then we've just got to try and make sure that we've got this. If I line those lines up and then I can sort of get it fairly straight. There we go. So there you've got your sentiment within that frame there. So we just need to cut around here. So again, just sort of take your scissors under the frame, isn't it? Just to sort of hold them at an angle and you'll cut right under there. So
Beautiful.
just me to pick a decorative one, but I just thought
It's worth it.
looks so nice, doesn't it?
It's absolutely worth it.
And it's just how you can bring in all of the things you've already got.
Yeah. And again, you could substitute this for any shape that you want.
Oh, definitely.
It's so easy. That's what we say. There's so much flexibility in our demos to
Yeah.
add steps of your own, take steps out, change them up a little bit. That's the beauty of crafting, is that, you know, every card and project can be unique with one small change or two
Definitely,
small changes.
yeah. Whether that be the sentiment you're using, isn't it? Like you say, the shape of this frame.
Yeah, absolutely.
The papers that you were choosing.
It's just so nice, isn't it, to have that sort of level of...
It's just a great thing about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got your sentiment there, which we are going to put onto here.
That looks so good.
And then when it's a stepper, it's going to sort of hang out of there. But we wanted to do a background. So what I've done, I've cut the same frame again, but just in white. And then I've done the snowfall acetate.
Okay, yeah.
And then some 3D foam pads. So you can see there, you've just got that sort of snow in the background. And then we're just going to add some glitter into here.
I knew you were going to add something into here. I was like, what is coming next, Amy? Tell me.
Who knows?
I know.
I do, hopefully. So I'm just using the anti-static bag just because of the glitter, just to try and make sure that it doesn't all stick. And then what I tend to do is just sort of try and rub it onto the edge of that foam pad, because it will be a bit sticky.
Yeah.
So let's then take off the backing from our foam pads. Glitter in a shaker is lovely as well, isn't it? Because you don't need to use your sort of your 4mm foam pads. These are going to be fine because it's such fine glitter
Yeah.
that you've got. So, and then we're just going to come in with this white
Nice.
and then add that into there. I think
Beautiful.
that will be enough. And then we'll just bring this, try not to get my head in it, and then just line it up with that frame, and then we can put that onto there. So on here, you only need to add your red tape to the bottom part.
Yep.
Because it's that stepper, so you don't want it to go past the middle. So if we put red tape onto those, and then we are nearly done.
Amazing.
Flown by this show
It
today.
really has.
Oh. And then if we just bring that up, and we can just, it's hard to see with the glitter, put the glitter that way, and then we can line it up with that.
Amazing. What an incredible final demo. Thank you.
And then you've got your stepper element there, but then you've got that sentiment with that snowing as well.
Gorgeous. And I love that you've only needed the 1 page from your little book as well.
Oh yes, they go so
good.
far, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
119 to go.
Yeah, 119 to go. Love, love, love that. Thank you so much. Viv says, I'm so loving this card. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Okay, it's time to end our show. TV schedule. Anne-Marie is on Hobby Maker tomorrow. Join her from 3 o'clock with our brand new decoupage toppers. So festive, so fun. The layering is just to die for. You need those. And she's got Xmas Radiant Sentiment dies. 5 p.m. she's got die storage, and 7 p.m. she has got a second look at our Christmas decoupage toppers. They are phenomenal. You do not want to miss those. Next up with us on Hunky Dory TV, it's me and you again, I think.
Yay!
I'm going to be demoing.
What are we doing?
Designer card packs. I know.
Nice.
Do not miss out on those. We've got those. We've got new Trim Me pads as well for you. So we will be joining you again here at 10 a.m. tomorrow.